Hello, wrestling fans. Once again, I am Mud Puppet Joel. He is Mud Puppet Ryan. And we are the Mud Puppets back again to call another wrestling match for ya. Hope you guys enjoyed the MPW Express. We plan to put more of those out in the future.
MPW Express, Joel, a new way, to look at indie wrestling and give it a little more in-depth look at some of these matches that we post up. And we should have a real good one here today, Joel.
This was a good one. This was from Halloween Heat. This one took place October 29th, 2011 at the Gibraltar Trade Center in Taylor, Michigan. And it was between the then MCWA Heavyweight Champion Nate Mattson, who you see right there. And he was taking on Chance Prophet, who was the NWA Heavyweight Champion at the time. So a clash of champions in this one.
Big time, and we see their Prophet having a little fun with it, doing a little dance. I gotta say, Joel, I really like Prophet's look. I love the makeup. I love the tights. He really gives you kind of a spooky vibe when he gets into the ring.
Yeah, and to look at him, you'd think he'd be some vicious monster of a man, but quite a fine wrestler. And you saw there with the robot, he's able to use a little bit of comedy.
Oh, that's a good way sometimes. Sometimes if your look doesn't quite match what the opponent's expecting from you, it's a good way to throw him off his game. And we see here, it takes a lot to throw Nate Mattson off his game. He's a veteran. He's seen it all.
No doubt. Nate's been around the block, and maybe never quite come across a guy like Prophet, but he's battled a lot of opponents over the years. He knows how to turn the tables.
Absolutely, he does, and they're gonna lock up, looking each other over.
Chance playing those mind games, and he's not done with them just yet. He's making Nate Mattson come to him, and now he's gonna get the crowd on his side. Ooh, a shark-like smile there.
That is some creepy makeup he's wearing, Joel. It's freaking me out a little bit.
It was fitting for the season. This was Halloween Heat. Chance backing off. Nate in the corner takes a swing. Nate ducks it. Interesting to note, TNA is currently holding their gut check challenge. I believe it just began recently, or is just about to begin. I can't remember the exact date, but both of these men, Amazing Nate Mattson and Chance Prophet, both participating in that.
Big talents, and it's just the sort of talent you can see here on the local indie scene in Michigan. We have big stars coming through all the time, and we have homegrown talent like Nate Mattson, who's extremely talented. Guy can get in the ring and pretty much do it all. Here we see the lockup back into the corner again.
Little pull by Nate.
Little bit. Nate's not afraid. He's not afraid to bend the rules if it helps him.
A wild swing there, now begging off and through the ropes and scurries away from Prophet. And I gotta say, Nate right now seems a little tentative to go toe-to-toe with Chance Prophet. And that's not a knock. I don't blame him. Maybe they haven't met before in action prior to this. And you got to think right now, Chance Prophet with the psychological edge.
Got to ignore those fans out there, Nate. You can't let them get in your head. They're up to no good. They're trying to trash talk you.
They paid their price for a ticket. They're allowed to trash talk.
They can trash talk all they want, but you got to keep it in line. Some of these fans go way overboard, Joel.
And unless they take a swing at one of the talent or they enter the ring, they're not going overboard. Other than that, they can say whatever they want to say about you, about your mama, about your best friend, your brother. It doesn't matter.
You don't talk about someone's mama.
Oh, and Prophet biting Nate Mattson right on the hand. The referee has got to break this up. As amusing as it may be, the official bites are quite illegal in a wrestling match.
They are, and he's giving them a good stern warning. He's
chomping the referee, and this could lead to a disqualification.
It should be a disqualification.
Chance Prophet, was he just licking the turnbuckle there?
This guy's not right.
It's a little off, and no apparent DQ coming. The referee shaking it off, and hey, I'll give him credit for being an understanding man, but I don't know if another man sunk his teeth into my flesh. I'm pretty sure I'd disqualify him.
Yeah, or I'd be worried the zombie apocalypse is finally happening.
Perhaps.
A handshake?
Now a handshake. Nate Mattson cannot be foolish enough to...
Nate, don't.
Nate's been around for a long time. I can't believe he's got to have his own angle here.
He just bit you.
And he is shaking his hand. The bed coughs. And he bites his own hand. Well, hey, if you're foolish enough to You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. We all know how that goes. Well, former President George W. Bush may not know how that goes, but the rest of us are pretty familiar with it. So Nate now shaking off bites on each of his hands, I believe, unless it was the same hand. I think
it was two different hands. Oh boy.
Now Chance coming out, following him. Nate looks like he's done with this, perhaps feeling that such tactics are beneath him. He's heading to the locker room, turns around, and Chance Prophet is there with some punches and a chop. And he's going to take the MCWA champion back to the ring. Have a proper match, perhaps?
Got a handful of hair yet again. Oh,
I rake that. Great equalizer right there. Rake down the back, and Nate back in this thing. Now, you know what? He's going to have to go into that bag of tricks that Nate Mattson possesses, I think, against an opponent like Chance Prophet.
I believe so. You know, Chance Prophet's a little bit bigger. Probably got the power advantage on Nate, so Nate's gonna have to watch out for those chops and those uppercuts. Those are really doing some damage.
And another thing here, the referee not counting, apparently, letting them brawl on the outside. And I don't know if that's the tone you want to set in a match like this. You've had Nate Mattson jawing with the fans repeatedly. You've had Chance Prophet biting Nate Mattson and the official. This is one I think you need to clamp down. And the irates, get them back in the ring. Let's have a wrestling match.
We've seen bites, irates, back scraping, eye gouges. I mean, we've seen everything from these two guys.
Chop there, Prophet. Now tied up in the ropes on the apron there. Now biting Nate Mattson is biting Chance Prophet in the head. So what's good for the goose, good for the gander. Gives it right back. Now Chance Prophet biting his abdomen.
My goodness.
Now he's biting Nate Mattson's skull.
Oh my goodness. These two, you know, Joel, I'm always a big proponent. You should eat a good meal before a match. That will avoid this kind of thing.
Well, these guys, neither one of them afraid to do the dirty work.
That may have been a low blow there.
The referee has got to restore some order in this match right now. He's giving these guys too much leeway.
Yeah, he's giving them an inch and they've taken a mile. That's for certain.
So Mattson whips him off the ropes. He hits the mat. Prophet goes over. Nice elbow by Mattson off the mat and puts him into the pin. 2 count. Kick out by Prophet. It looked like he took that one flush on the nose or the jaw there. He grips at his face. Punch and a chop right back to Mattson. And another eye poke.
Man.
How many does he get in this one? That has angered Chance Prophet.
That's angered him, and that's really done its damage. You can see Chance Prophet had no idea where Mattson was, and now the chokehold in the corner. The ref at least did give a count there to break it up, but...
You know, normally I would condemn this sort of thing by Mattson, but in this matchup you've got an opponent who is using his own dirty tactics, and Nate at this point is really just doing what he has to survive. Some mounted punches here. Chance Prophet giving them all to Nate Mattson and biting him again!
Wow.
My goodness! And you might have a point, Ryan, about the zombie apocalypse there. Mattson, that's what, about the 3rd chomp to the head we've seen?
At least. I'm starting to wonder. Ooh.
A couple of feet in the face,
Prophet
so now Mattson with a quick
solid.
roll-up pin here. Just a 2 again.
Those boots connected solidly. You see Nate Mattson there holding his scalp where he's taking some of those big bites.
But I don't blame him. Chance Prophet's draining him of his brain fluid.
Now, perhaps looking at some... Ooh, right in the gut. Big kick.
Well, that's how you keep a dog down. That's what the great Bobby Heenan used to say.
That's absolutely correct. And Nate Mattson will not miss a trick in those. Firing back some uppercuts of his own. That was beautiful.
Well, these two are they're having a match here. It's just a game of one-upsmanship. You bite me, I'll bite you. You give me a chop, I'll chop you back.
Nice. And he's got a claw hold going there.
Into a submission? Yeah, very interesting submission hold here by Chance Prophet. Interesting sequence there, and he has gotten Mattson trapped, squeezing his abdomen with his legs. And now Mattson looks to work out of it and brings a knee right down on that thigh. Right in Charlie Horse country.
It was a beautiful escape there. Very smart by Nate Mattson. And Nate Mattson, one of the smartest guys you'll ever see in the ring.
Now he's attacking. Got Prophet down in that corner. He put the boots to him. Now a foot on Prophet's throat.
Right on the windpipe, taking his oxygen away. Smart move again, Nate Mattson.
Right back to the thigh.
Take a guy down, you keep him down. That's how you win matches. And it looks like he's going to focus on that leg that he did damage to with that knee drop.
They're going outside the ring, going to wrap it around the post, perhaps. You're going to apply a figure four here? No, it wraps it around the post. Very smart now. Now we're starting to see Nate Mattson's game plan develop. Before, this was just, you know, these guys were going mano a mano, just trying to one-up each other on the illegal chart. Now Nate Mattson's starting to show a bit of his plan here. And Chance Prophet has got to respond.
Yeah, Chance Prophet's going to have to stop him, or else he's not going to be walking out of this ring. Nate Mattson, earlier we saw those bites, but now Nate is like a shark in the water. He smells blood, and he's going to go after that leg. A big uppercut.
We'll see who take the advantage here. Again, Prophet responds with his own uppercut. Nate comes right back at him. One from Prophet.
Vicious,
And
vicious.
it's going to go to one of them. Can't stand anymore. Now a backslide here. Who's going to get the upper hand here? Both of them struggling there.
Prophet is the bigger guy. You think he would go for him.
Oh, Nate very smartly takes out the same leg he's been working over the last couple of minutes and puts Prophet down to one knee.
Absolutely beautiful, but Prophet with a big punch and another one. Firing into Nate in a double-handed chop. Right to the throat with a chop, and Nate again goes to that knee, and that could be the equalizer in this match.
He chops it out from underneath him, and you know, some people may say it's it's not fair. It's certainly not kind, but it's definitely effective. And right now, Nate Mattson has set it up to where he has the option to go back to that leg, that knee, anytime he may be in trouble.
A single leg Boston Crab here. He steps over and beautifully has his weight distributed. That's putting a ton of pressure on the knee. That's putting pressure on the hamstring. And that is causing Chance Prophet to be in some serious, serious trouble. He gets to the ropes, however.
Interesting to watch in a match like this. Obviously, Prophet had the early advantage, mostly psychological. We saw him take that advantage in part with some of the bites and a little bit of head games. But now Nate Mattson, for the most part, in the last 5 minutes, has turned it to his favor. We'll see if Prophet can turn the tide back yet again. A nice clothesline there, sends Mattson down. Swinging connects there to the head. And again to that leg. And that's the advantage Nate Mattson has right now that Chance Prophet does not. He has not picked apart Nate Mattson in the same fashion that Mattson has done to him.
Exactly. That leg is... And he's going for a big suplex here, but no, that knee buckled under him. And again, he cannot get him up.
Mattson refusing to go over here.
Ooh.
Puts him back down to the mat.
Gorgeous. What is Nate going to do? He's going to go up top and fly
That's
here.
right, it's patented leg drop here. Indeed, there it is. He hits it, and that could be it. Count it, 1, 2. Oh, Chance Prophet with a little more resilience. Got something left in the tank. He kicks out there. I guess I should have mentioned from the top, this was not a title match in any way. Neither of their heavyweight titles was on the line. Now Nate's going to cinch in that figure four, but rolled up by Prophet. 2 count, kick out.
Oh, my.
Well, right now, Chance Prophet, that's the game he's going to have to play. If that leg has indeed been taken out, it's just desperation right now.
Yeah, he's going to have to use his wits because Nate back. Oh, whoa,
Right back to it. Mattson trying to... Prophet blocked it, tried kicking. He did everything he could to not allow Mattson to cinch it in, but it might have been futile because Nate looks like he's got it right here. Always got to drop back on it, and it is cinched in. They are in the middle of the ring. MCWA Heavyweight Champion Chance Prophet may have no choice but to tap out here.
Famous figure four hold here. It puts pressure on 8 different points in your legs. It is extremely painful when it's locked in properly, and it's a beautiful one applied right now.
And I've got to say, if Nate Mattson wins this match, if Chance Prophet taps out at this point, despite what we saw early with the mind games that seemed to work, Nate Mattson has responded and executed pretty brilliant game plan in this match.
He has. He found a weakness. He exploited the weakness. He went back to it time and time again. He focused his offense on the hurt body part. And I got to give it to Chance Prophet right here. He's lasting a long time in this figure four.
Is.
This guy's got guts.
And this is where you find out if a guy's got guts, can a guy respond? Can he turn the momentum in his favor? Right now he's trying to reverse the hold, and this would put the pressure firmly on Nate Mattson. Right now just rocking back and forth. He can't seem to turn it. Almost has it there. And he has it! And all the pressure on Nate Mattson now. And you can see him smacking that knee. It's got to be an immense amount of pain. And again, just a desperation will breed this in a man, where you find that adrenaline, and it's just viciousness from there.
Yes. And now both men with hurt knees and a big chop. And again, those chops to the throat, those punches. Chance Prophet whips him in. Gonna go for a clothesline, and he takes him down. Big back elbow.
Well, we're going to find out if Chance can sustain this second win.
Can he keep his offense going with that knee, as hurt as it is? That's going to be the question.
Well, you mentioned earlier, big spine buster. And everything he does right now is taking a toll on that knee. And the point I was just about to make is, you mentioned earlier, Chance Prophet probably the advantage in strength. He is a bigger man. He has a pin here. Cannot get in for the 3 count. At this point in the match, though, we have crossed with the 15-minute mark. I think that size advantage is neutralized, if not a detriment to him. Because Nate Mattson, clearly with the speed advantage, he's a more agile man. We saw him come off the top with that leg drop.
Sure.
So if Nate can use that to his advantage, here comes off the ropes now, and he eats a boot. Right now, I think that's what it's boiled down to. Who can execute their strengths the best?
Chance Prophet caught him solidly in the face with that boot. And what does Chance have in mind here now?
Powerbomb, perhaps? A pile driver? What are we going to see? Has him up for a powerbomb, and Nate slides off the back. Quick roll-up. He's got a handful of tights, and he gets the 3 count. And he notches a big victory over the MCWA Heavyweight Champion, Chance Prophet, who looks a little shocked, looks a little stunned. But you know what? Nate Mattson, for the most part in that match, he was a step quicker.
He was, and I feel like, Joel, he wrestled a smarter match. But you got to give it to Chance Prophet. He withstood a lot of punishment. He took a lot in that match.
Before we get out of here, fans, we'd like to notify everybody that the new viewers, well, we are the Mud Puppets. We do sketch comedy on YouTube. You can check out our website, mudpuppets.com. And this weekend, Ryan, I understand we are returning with one of our famous Mupp dates because I'm having a birthday. I turned 30. You have something planned?
Oh, I have lots of things planned, my friend.
I'm a little leery, but I suppose I'm game. So, fans, this is a fun one to call today, a good match, and we look forward to calling more in the future. If you haven't yet, check out the MPW Express, the new web show on this channel, and we'll be back next week with another match.